Hi friends! Today we're going to read Hoodwinked by Arthur Howard. And so first let's look at the cover, and we see a little girl that is dressed like she might be a witch, and then we have all of these different kinds of animals around. So we'll have to think what we think this book might be about just looking at the cover. Now, hoodwinked means to get tricked, like if something looks one way and it ends up being something else. So maybe that has something to do with the story. So first of all, let's look at her. Do we think she looks like a friendly witch, or does she look like a mean witch? She has a nice little smile on her face. I think she's going to be friendly. I don't think this is going to be a scary story. Now here's our first clue about what might happen in our story. Here she is walking past a pet shop with some cute little puppies in the window. So I wonder if that has something to do with our story. All right, Mitzi liked creepy things. So what is her name? That's right, it's Mitzi. And what does she like? Now, she doesn't like cute and cuddly things. She likes creepy things. So I think she probably likes this little spider right here, whereas some of us might not want a spider with all these spider webs in our house. So we know she likes creepy things. She had creepy bedroom slippers. So look, they look like monsters. And creepy breakfast cereal. It looks like there's little skeletons in her breakfast cereal. And then she had creepy relatives. Now we have to think about, what does relatives mean? It's kind of a big fancy word to talk about the people you're related to. So people you're related to, they're your family. So these are her aunts and her uncle. They're her relatives. So your aunts, your uncles, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, cousins, they're all your relatives. That was a big fancy word we just learned. Okay, so here she is. She's flying on her broom. That must be fun. So naturally, when she decided to get a pet, she wanted the creepiest pet possible. She couldn't go to the local pet shop. It only had cute, cuddly pets. Instead, she hopped on her broomstick and flew to a place called Cackle and Company. So we know she wants a pet, but she does not want a cute, cuddly pet. So is she going to go to this pet shop to get a cute, cuddly puppy dog or kitty cat? No, she wants a spooky, creepy pet. So she's going to this pet shop. It's called Cackle and Company. So what kind of animals do you think we might find at Cackle and Company? Because it's not going to be cute and cuddly ones. Oh, look. May I help you? Asked the shop lady. She had a short green nose and long blue teeth. And Mitzi liked her right away, so she looks a little bit creepy. I want a pet, she said, something really, really creepy. So I want you to think, what are some of the creepy animals we might find at a creepy pet shop? Let's see. Oh, look. The lady showed her snakes that slithered, and worms that squirmed, and a toad that was covered in slime. So look, we have snakes, worms, and a toad. Would you want to have any of these pets as a pet? Or any of these animals as a pet? Which one do you think she might choose? She said, I'll take that toad. So she chose the toad, and she's going to bring it home. And let's see what happens with this toad. Mumps, that's what Mitzi named the toad, was wonderfully creepy. But he wasn't much of a pet. When Mitzi hunted ghosts in the attic, Mumps ate bugs. You see him right here? His long tongue's coming out to catch that bug. When Mitzi watched a creature feature on TV, here she is, Mumps just ate bugs. And when Mitzi told him her deepest, darkest secrets, Mumps didn't even look at her. He just ate bugs. So do you think she's going to keep this toad as a pet? I don't think that this toad is acting like a very good pet. here she is, back at the pet shop with the toad. Mitzi flew back to the shop. I want another pet, she said, something a little less buggy. The lady showed her a cage full of owls, a tank full of eels. Oh, look, these eels are in an aquarium because they live in the water. Oh, and a room full of bats. Those bats are the creepiest things I've ever seen. I'll take 2. Do we think bats make good pets? I don't know about that. She named the bats Toothache and Earwax. I couldn't ask for anything creepier, Mitzi kept telling herself. But all the bats did was hang around with each other. So here she is. She's down on the ground down here. And then the bats are way up at the ceiling, hanging upside down from the chandelier. So can she play with the bats if she is down here and they are way up here? No, that's not any fun. So do you think she's going to keep these bats? Probably not. Mitzi hurried back to the shop. I want another pet, she said, something a bit less batty. I have just the thing, said the lady. Warthogs. Let's look at these warthogs. Do these look like friendly animals? Do we want to have a warthog as a pet? They do not look friendly. I don't know about that. She said, let me think it over. So she did not decide to go home with one. So let's look at her now. How do we think she's feeling? She really, really, really wants a pet. And she tried a toad, and she tried some bats, and they just didn't work out. So how do we think she's feeling right now? She's probably a little lonely, a little disappointed maybe, a little sad. As she flew home, Mitzi wondered if she'd ever find a pet that was right for her. All of her creepy relatives had pets. Uncle Charlie had piranhas. Aunt Malice had a crocodile. Even Madame Vex had a pet, though no one was quite sure what it was. Everyone has a pet, Mitzi thought, except me. So here she is at home. She has some creepy stuff at her house, but she also has nice pictures of her relatives, her family. But things that are nearly magical happen all the time, especially for witches. And sure enough, the very next day, there was a scratch, 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 scratching at the back of her back door. What could that be, she wondered. What do you think could be scratching at her back door? I wonder. Oh my goodness. What was it? It's a kitty cat. But that is not a creepy kitty cat. That kitty cat is quite adorable and cute. When she opened the door, she saw a tiny little kitten. Ugh, said Mitzi, you're cute. The kitten gazed up at her and meowed a teeny tiny little meow. Meow. You're worse than cute, Mitzi muttered. You're adorable. Blah. Still, it was beginning to rain, so Mitzi let the kitten in. You can stay one night, but only one. You are simply not creepy enough. All right, so she's letting this kitten come into her house. Why is she letting the kitten come in? Did y'all pick up on it? Did you see? Yeah, it's raining. It's raining. So she wasn't going to let that kitten stay outside in the rain. She was being very sweet and let that kitten come in. But does she want to keep this kitten? No, she does not. She thinks it's too cute. She does not want a cute pet. She wants a creepy pet. So let's see what happens. But that night, when Mitzi hunted ghosts in the attic, the kitten prowled by her side. And when Mitzi watched a creature feature on TV, the kitten purred on her lap. And at bedtime, when she told him her deepest, darkest secrets, the kitten licked her chin. And her secret was, don't tell anyone, but I'm afraid of the dark. So what do we think? Do we think she's going to change her mind and keep this kitten, or do you think she's going to make it go back outside once it stops raining? What do you think? Let's see. Oh, I think that tells us, huh? Mitzi had finally found a pet. She named him Hoodwink, and strange as it seems, she didn't mind one bit that he was adorable. After all, she said, you know what, looks aren't everything. So she certainly loves her little kitten, and she doesn't care that he's adorable. And even her creepy relatives had to agree. So look, here are her relatives. Here's her aunt with her pet crocodile, and her uncle with his pet piranhas, and her other aunt with her creature, and then here's Mitzi with her cute little kitty cat. So did y'all like this story? If you did, I want you to tell Mom or Dad or whoever what you liked about the story, what you thought was just the cutest thing, or maybe even what you didn't like about it. But I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends.